How's it going, everyone? This is Vigilante Reviews, and this is Detective Comics number 996. So my plan for the day was to uh, review 996 through 999, but I only got through half of 998 reading-wise. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get through the rest of that one and 999 tonight and review them. The videos probably won't be posted until tomorrow because it takes forever to upload videos to YouTube with the internet that I have. So we'll see. I was planning on going to the comic book store tomorrow to pick up Detective Comics number 1000, but there is supposed to be a massive snowstorm coming through. One of the local comic shops has already decided to close for tomorrow, and the comic shop that I normally go to, I haven't heard that it's closed yet, but it sounds like it's going to be a bad one. So I probably will not be getting that tomorrow, which really stinks because I would like to get Detective Comics 1000 the day it comes out, just like I did with Action Comics number 1000. But that just might not be in the cards. So anyway, this is following the mythology storyline. Batman is trying to hunt down who is attacking the people close to him, and it's the third issue in the storyline. So we have Ducard here on the cover, with the background being the various rogues gallery of Batman. And the cover says, "He taught Batman to hunt, now Batman's his prey." So we'll jump right into it. We start off right after the last issue, after Batman put a serious hurting on the villains, or at least some of them, in Arkham Asylum. So you've got the Riddler, you've got Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and then you got, I'm pretty sure that's Puppet Master and Solomon Grundy, Mr. Freeze. I'm not exactly sure who that is, but he's there. You got the Mad Hatter, Two-Face, and Mad Hatter has this little rhyme, and he says, "Your lack of Mary makes you scary. My blood pressure's dropped now that the hitting has stopped." And I just thought that was pretty funny. Batman's walking away looking all cool. He's got a little bit of blood on his fists, just looking like a boss. And he goes back to the Batcave, where Damian is taking care of Alfred, who of course was stabbed in the last issue. And he says, Alfred's gonna make it. He's a tough old coot. So I've never really been a big fan of Damian Wayne. He's always seemed just like a brat and a little punk, and I never really cared for him as a character. I still don't, but I think if anybody could make me like a character, it's Peter J. Tomasi. And actually, Tomasi did write the character quite a bit when he was on Super Sons before it got canceled because of Bendis. But anyway, so apparently there's some kind of rift between Batman and Damian. It hasn't really been talked about in Detective Comics, but I think more in Batman, which I'm not following because it's being written by Tom King, who has some, I would say he has some mental issues, and he just does not write very interesting books. So anyway, there's some kind of drama between the two of them, and so Batman says, "When this is over, you and I need to talk, straighten out this thing between us and make it right." Damian says, "If you can keep an open mind, I'd like that, Father." So I like that. At least Damian's being reasonable and not being a little punk. I appreciated that. Okay, so it's Henry Ducard, although he's French, so I think it would be pronounced Henri Ducard. But anyway, so Batman, he goes to track Ducard down, and it's a really cool just page of Batman being a detective. That's what I'm really enjoying about this series. Well, one of the many things that I'm enjoying about the Tomasi's first story arc is he's actually doing detective work. It's Detective Comics. There should be a mystery. There should be detective work, and there totally is in this. Bruce Wayne, is basically going around the world in different disguises, working his way up. He starts at the bottom and works his way all the way up to finding Ducard, and he's got all these different disguises. And here he kind of looks like Commissioner Gordon, and here he's like almost like a blonde surfer dude looking guy. And so that was just really cool to see Batman using his detective skills, his his espionage skills to track down the bad guy, or at least the alleged bad guy. So he finds Ducard, and Ducard knows he's there, starts shooting, and so they have a little bit of a fight. Really, Batman just knocks the guns out of Ducard's hands, and Ducard says, "How did you find me, Wayne?" And Batman says, "Asks the hunter who taught me to hunt. I'm only going to tell you once. Get that gun out of my face." So it's just a cool scene of these two really good fighters going up against each other. So they start talking about Ducard's son, who was killed by Damian Wayne. I didn't read that story. I just kind of briefly heard about it. It gives a short recap, which is enough to understand what's going on. But basically, Batman says, "Why are you after me? Is it because of Morgan? Are you trying to get revenge?" And Ducard's saying, "Look, I hate you and your son because of what you took from me. But does it really look like I'm getting ready for a war? Does this ancient catacomb appear to be a base of operations to you? Do these cans of spam signify my sneak attack on all you hold dear has begun?" So Ducard's basically saying it's not me. So as they're talking and going back and forth, they get ambushed by this monster. It looks similar to the monster that we saw in Gotham, the same one that attacked Leslie Thompson. And they're all just saying, "The bat, the bat, the bat." And it's like the monster is a mix of all of Batman's different various bad guys he's fought over the years. And it's made of protoplasm, so nothing's really hurting it. So yeah, it's like a very strange creature because it keeps saying lines by different bad guys. There's a Joker laugh, and then there's Mr. Freeze saying "so cold," and then Catwoman saying "marry me," and Bane saying "break you." And it's just very chaotic. And I don't know where Batman got that sword. He just kind of pulled it out of nowhere, but come on, that looks amazing. Batman with a sword. That's so cool. So he tries chopping it. That doesn't work. Ducard starts, firing bullets into its head. That doesn't really work. So, in one last ditch effort, Ducard says, "I hope you're satisfied, Wayne. You not only got to kill the son, but also the father." And he pulls out 2 grenades, blows himself up with the monster, and it was like, very explosive scene. Not really what I was expecting, which is awesome coming from, a comic. It's nice not to be able to predict what's going to happen. So after Ducard's death, which was a very heroic moment, he sacrificed himself basically to save Batman. I guess he was like, if I'm going down, the thing that's killing me is going to go down too. But, I mean, he saved Batman's life. So Batman says, "And suddenly it all fits together. People in my life who made me Batman are being unmade." So then we cut to the Paektusan Mountains in North Korea. And he's climbing up this hill. And he runs into this ninja guy who's protecting this monastery where Obviously, there's been some really gruesome stuff that went down. Pretty much all the students are dead. He's the last one. And Bruce says, I need to see Master Sensei Kirigi. I was a student here at the temple, and basically the last standing ninja says, nope, not gonna happen. Batman's, bring it on. So they fight a little bit. Batman beats him, and then we see Master Kirigi. He's obviously wounded, but not mortally, I don't think. So basically, I think he went there to try and protect them, but obviously he got there too late. So, I mean, basically he leaves, and he promises he will be back to help rebuild. And so he climbs on down, he gets in his plane, and he flies to the desert, where this guy named Thaddeus is there. And as soon as Batman lands, Thaddeus tells him, Batman, get out of here now, it's a trap. And then as soon as he says that, the ground literally starts to turn upside down, and both of them lose their balance. Batman tries to fire a grappling gun, doesn't work, and it totally capsizes, and they're gone. So I guess we shall see what happens in the next issue. But anyway, this was a fun issue to read. Again, I love Peter J. Tomasi on Detective Comics. This one wasn't, well, I don't know. It had some really cool moments in it. It had some action in it. It had some detective moments in it. So, it's just really cool to have a good writer on a good book writing a good character. And I'm excited to finish the series or the story arc and then see what else Peter J. Tomasi has in store for The Dark Knight. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll try to be uploading those other reviews shortly. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.